All right, coming up next, a matchup for the UFC flyweight division title. So here he is, the #1 flyweight contender, looking to change that title here in 25 minutes or fewer and lead as the undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world. What a run to contention it has been for this young man. He has put together a long winning streak. He's got the finishes to make the fans happy. He's done everything to position himself for this type of championship opportunity. Now, under the lights, we'll see what he can do with it. All right, so here we go with this UFC flyweight championship fight, and there is the man out of the red corner, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC flyweight champion, making his way to the octagon. He's defended this belt before. This is not new territory for this young man who believes that the rest are just the rest. He believes he is the best at 125 pounds and looking to prove just that here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Smolka is 1 year his senior. He will have a 1-inch reach advantage. To get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the sold-out T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Flyweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 17 wins, 9 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Kapolei, Hawaii, presenting the challenger, Louis de la Samurai Smolka. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 13 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, Askar Askarov.
All right, this is for the championship. You've been giving your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
Ready. Ready to fight.
All right, here we go. Another big night for the MMA leader from Las Vegas, Nevada's T-Mobile Arena. Been a lot of seminal moments in this building. I can think of one.
It was a big one for me at UFC 226. But, John, also UFC 200. I got to stand across the cage from Anderson Silva in that arena. This is a place where big fights happen. And tonight, you get to stand amongst the legends at the T-Mobile Arena. Big punch lands over the top.
All right, so there's the early takedown. He told us on Thursday he didn't necessarily see a path to victory if he couldn't get takedown. He might be able to get his leg here, and he does.
Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
Smolka getting work from the top here. He's got to do a better job to cover up. Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
All right, has the guard closed here. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Now looking to do something with that left arm.
He's isolating the Kimura attack. Notice he'll pick up his left leg, step over the head. Once he gets him on his side, he'll start to apply pressure to try to get the finish. The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
Nicely done. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here, just outstanding with the transitions.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter. It's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, side control now. 5 minutes in the books.
Stop.
All right, take a seat, buddy. Breathe, deep breath in. All right, listen. I need you to go out there, and I want you to do more of that. Let's set up those takedowns.
All right, so that's the end of the round. A lot of highlights from which to choose, but his success in that round certainly rooted in his offensive takedown game.
And that's what he does, right? He's a grinder. He's the type of guy that wants to get a hold of you, drag you to the floor. It doesn't bother him that much if you get back to your feet. He just wants to continue to make you work the entire time because he understands this type of grind most guys can't keep up with.
Well, that ground game on full display in the previous round, and even when you know what's coming, at least with this guy, easier said than done in terms of stopping.
Oh, absolutely. It starts with the takedown, and the moment he secures the takedown, he's already on to the next position. So whereas the opponent is like, okay, now I gotta go get an underhook to get back to my feet, he's already locked down that side. He's already got into half guard. He's already starting to posture to get damage off. Not many guys are able to really ride their opponents and work them over with their body as much as this man right here. Big, powerful punch lands. Now we get back to range.
Hey, finally gets the takedown. It wasn't for any lack of effort.
He got his foot on the hip, and now he's throwing up a triangle attempt. He's gonna try to move his left arm across to get pressure on the choke. Oh, nice.
Then he's out. Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Under 3 minutes now to go in round two. Well, he's got his back now. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. I mean, how many can he take?
Now the guy's got arm bar. He's attacking it on him. He's gonna attack arm bar here.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Lands with the ground and pound.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
And he's out. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Final seconds here of round 2. Back mount now. 10 minutes in the books.
All right, sit down, buddy. Take a deep breath. All right, get him some water. Drink. Slow that heart rate down. All right, here we go.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight.
Nice punch lands over the top. I mean, he's cutting it down the side with these beautiful leg kicks. Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent, you gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Oh, going to town with the hammer fist here. Good work on the ground and pound by the Hawaiian Smolka. Well, you gotta stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. Smolka's back in half guard. All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. Let's see if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work.
Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle. Attacking armbar.
Nicely done. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage on.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Well, this is exactly the sense of urgency you're looking for. Try to take the judges out of it. He is lighting them up now. Enters in on the double leg. Is really remarkable to watch.
Ooh, what a punch.
So he lands a double jab there. He continues to work off of that weapon, and you felt like that was a big key for him coming into it.
Very important for him to start topping that jab. He's doing it over and over again, and he's finding a ton of success.
Takedown defense holds up. And they separate. Effective use of the jab there by Smolka. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, no telestrator for DC tonight, but we'll get you some replays. And if you like face punching, that was a good round.
Yeah, where's my telestrator, man? I want to draw this action. But yeah, John, you're right. It was the striking, it was the punches that really did allow him to take control of this round.
All right, DC, here we go with our next round. It wasn't just the accuracy, it was the aggressiveness, the volume.
It was unbelievable to watch him be so active. The cardio, the push, the pace, and the pressure that he fought with. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can maintain this over 15 minutes.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here.
Good stick.
Nice defense on the single leg takedown. You can tell he's worked on that. Oh! Right hand upstairs.
Another one. Yep. Up and the left hand.
Man, he's just got a great feel for the striking realm early in this one.
The timing is on point. He's doing a great job of mixing everything up.
And he switches his
man,
stance
look
yet again.
at that. Picture perfect. Got to the leg, got to his position, got another beautiful takedown.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent.
Looks like he's trying to isolate an arm here, DC.
Yeah, he's isolating it to try to get a Kimura here.
And he's out. Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long.
Got his guard pass.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Smolka's back in half guard. He's very comfortable here. Close guard. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Smolka. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Your ground control is what's winning this fight, and you're going to stick with it, okay? You cannot handle your ground control. You're going to take him down.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, fifth and final round. And he's looking for that left hand, just missed. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Now a beautiful hip toss, DC. We'll see if he can capitalize from here.
I mean, that was beautiful, the way that he took the underhook, stepped all the way across, and hit that hip toss.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by the Hawaiian Smolka. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Good, solid strike on the ground. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground.
Right now, it looks like he may be trying to set up an arm triangle choke. He needs to secure the left arm, push it across, and secure it with his head. A triangle, a triangle.
And he's out. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's gonna be.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
Lands the ground and pound strike. Close guard. Well, you gotta be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Under a minute now to go in this one. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here.
Yep, he's using the Kimura. He's gonna try to use it to sweep. The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
Nicely done. Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
All right, so a competitive title fight tonight, Daniel, as many expected. 25 minutes, not enough to determine a winner. Slight lean to the champion, or what?
I do believe he's still champion, but that's why he's the champion. Because when the challenges are the biggest, he usually will step up.
The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest. 49-46. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, Askar Askarov.
So the fight goes all 5 rounds, but in the end, the belt remains with the champion. There he is in all his glory, and still the UFC flyweight champion of the world. He has taken on all comers and all contenders, and as yet, no one has